He's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Lamar now from the gun. Moore's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Able to get it to Moore. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Jackson's going to throw again. Finds him on the crossing route. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Vegas first down. And again, it's Jackson. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Escapes the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders finish off their opening drive. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. Jake Moody on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. On the move, headed right. He's on the move, touchdown after a nice pickup there to
get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They're set up at the 35 now. They send the tight end in motion. Back to pass on 1st and 10. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He's trying to lay it in deep along the right sideline. Nearly an interception on that play. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, middle.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Offense in the hurry up here. Pistol snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
DC, ready?
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That's caught for the first. Keeps it moving. To the 10. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders break the tie here in the first. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. On his Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return coming from the 6. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go.
Pass play now. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Brought down by Paulson Adebo.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
19 Lion.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Here's a throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
70 Lion.
2nd and 10 now. That one's complete to London. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Let's go now.
They're going play action. Forced out to his right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Buys time, rolling right. On the run right, throw. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
Point after, up and good by McPherson. And the Buccaneers tie things up at 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first. Offense up to the line fast. First down, here's Lamar. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Christian Harris on the stop. Pressure coming, it's Jackson. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for Raiders first.
Hey, get up!
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Christian Harris picks it off. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10.
Here we go.
Airing it out to start this drive. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Ready, set.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Trap 60. Ready.
Pass play coming here. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
19, Tiger. Here we go, set. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Connects on the crosser. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
60 Eagles. Ready.
Back now, pressure on its way. Chased out to his right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting, right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
After the sack, another pass on second down. He's on the move. Now here he goes. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Viking 18. Set up. Ready.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Throwing on 2nd and 6. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. And the Raiders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Escapes the pocket. Still on the move, throwing. That's complete inside the 35. It's a pick up on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. He's totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Caught by Fryermuth. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Second and 3 now. Lamar throwing again. Moore's got it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Working inside the red zone. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
13.
Swift. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Hey, middle.
Again, it's going to be Swift. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Raiders get some late points and the lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Sack.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying getting that one to Brock Bowers. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
19 Tiger, 9 Dragon, 60.
Looking to the air here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long. The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. He has it at the 13. And this return finally comes to an end. What a stretch it was to give his guys a short field. Oh, he nearly took this one all the way. Huge return that easily could have ended with 6. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game.
Ready?
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
13. No, we changed it. Finish it up.
On 1st down, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Sit up.
Another try following the sack. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Hey, report. You. Yeah.
Lamar now from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And it's the equivalent of what a touchback used to be here, up to the 25 before going out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Fryermuth there to bring it in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Getting out to his left. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 25-yard line.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
First down, here's Swift. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. One's out and cut on the right side. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for Raiders first.
No. Change it. Shut up.
Pistol snap to Jackson. This one's caught. He has the touchdown. On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hawk 70.
They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 2nd and 10 now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Let's go now.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They go play action on 1st. Headed out right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find Brock Bowers. So that brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Running it after the penalty. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Here we go.
Now looking to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep. Brought in inside the 20. And in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers start the second half with some needed points. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returning it from the 4. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
It's on. It's on.
From the gun, Jackson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Out of the shotgun, again to Swift. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Working quickly here. Now it's Lamar. The screen pass falls incomplete. A good defensive play breaks that one up. And it's 3rd down.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Swift. And he hauls it across for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Has this at the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
At the 60.
Throwing off the play fake here. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Juke the defender. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Just nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 48. He puts some air under this one. Deep right. They connect on the deep shot. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown. The Buccaneers now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Buccaneers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
13. Report.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. Running down the left side. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Change it.
Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And in for the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, right at the 25 to end that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Slot receiver headed left. To throw here on 1st down. On the move, headed right. This is complete to Gibbs.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
18, Pioneer.
From the 27. Caught, nice gain left side. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Mustang 19, check go.
Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
Offense to the line for second down.
Sack.
Another try following the sack. He puts some air under a deep throw. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Colson Adebo's got it. And the Raiders are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right, you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Moore's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down, here's Lamar. Brought in close to the 8. Touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Brings in the kick at the 9. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So second down coming up.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's looking deep once again. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play. And
you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Buccaneers get it back to a 14-point game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Searches from... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6. Here's Lamar. He finds him beyond the marker. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. A costly penalty flag there as that turns 4th down into 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. 1st down throw for Jackson. That's into the hands of Moore. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Middle.
Jackson's going to throw again. Able to get it to Moore. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Pickup of 12.